Okay, onto the game number 3 we go. As it seems like not a single team is willing to give up their chances to stay in the winner's bracket. And thanks to that, it is the first time in this tournament that we will actually see the map Adaptive Ahoreves too. As otherwise, all the other series in this round have ended with only 2 games being played out, so yes, this is the first time we will see this map, and this is also the first time ever I can see this map myself. As we can see, it's a 10 by 10, there is actually quite some reclaim available, 24,000 on the wall map as you can see. With the player spawns already having a quite decent chunk of it, as we can see around 5,000 available for the starting positions. And the map setup is gonna be, we will have the players team in the corners, one in the top left corner and one in the bottom right corner. So Team Nuggets is gonna be playing with the cold colors in the bottom part, meanwhile Team Banani playing with the warm colors in the top side. The M27 is gonna be opposing to our teams. As such, our players will have to go and somehow deal with them, and it's not gonna be easy, as the M28 AI is actually gonna be sporting 1.3 economy multiplier and also 1.1 build power, so yep, they are gonna be a menace if you actually let them play for more than 10 to 15 minutes. Otherwise, this game might actually turn into a survival mode. Let's see what are gonna be the factions. It seems like the AI, the M27s in the corner, are gonna be playing Seraphim, so we're gonna have Zan Ilna and Shun Eoshi playing here in the corners. And here on this little kinda plateaus, we're gonna have the Kone and Staltman playing UEF. As for our players, we will have Team Captain Nugget playing UEF once again. Then we're gonna have Kamarad Deli playing Cybran, then Blinchik playing Seraphim, and last but not least, it is gonna be the air player for the Team Nuggets, Chap playing Aeon. Their opponents are gonna be Skrat playing once again UEF in bloody red, Team Captain Lunishko, also known as Banani, going for the UEF. On the right flank we will have Svatosław playing Seraphim, and last but not least, it is gonna be Limes playing Aeon as the air player. It seems like we already have a different game plan from our teams, as the Team Banani is recognizing how big of a threat the M27 player can be here, as Zan Ilna gonna be the first target for the Team Banani, as we have 3 ACUs pushing forward to go and eradicate the enemy AI threat, which I guess is a very nice thing to go and do. Also, it's a really strange map because I didn't mention it, but it seems like there is a bunch of asylum shields waiting to actually go and be, I don't know, reclaimed, or I don't know. We can see they're actually here and just protecting the max points, but there is no real threat. So I guess you can just drop engineers and reclaim the shields and build your own maxes, or even build the maxes, leave the shield alive and just enjoy free shielding, so yep. Not really sure what was the idea behind them here, but yep. I guess it does make the map a little bit more interesting to go and look at. And like I said, there's gonna be 3 ACUs going versus the M27 in the top right corner. Meanwhile, Team Nuggets is only gonna go and send a single ACU towards the left flank where the M27 is residing. So it seems like the Team Banani is going all out to go and actually take control over the top right corner, as they are going for a fast split to the half of the map as SAP. As those 3 ACUs should be more than enough to go and, well, clean out the Seraphim positions. We also have some small fight here happening, as we're gonna have the T1 engineers from Chap having to go and contest for this position with the M27 RNG. I mean the engineers here, as they're gonna go and try to hide away behind the rock, as they're... Okay, here comes the bomb from Limes, as he's actually gonna go and take a kill on 4 of the enemy engineers, And now there's also gonna come the T1 mech marines with the T1 transport to go and actually finish off the remaining enemy engineers, but thankfully it seems like the civilian shield is gonna be just enough to go and buy some time for this engineer so he can stay alive and maybe even build. Oh no, the T1 PD is actually okay, never mind. It seems like Chap have changed. No, again! The T1 PD is trying to go and kill the shield, a shield which is keeping the engineer alive. As otherwise this T1 bomber, this shimmer from Lions, can go and actually deny this wall expansion slot for the Team Nuggets. Other than that, it seems like the Zan Ilna gonna go and die in the top right corner, as the Team Banani is gonna gank up on him by pushing the 3 ACUs as kaboom, baby! Here comes the first kill of the game, as the Zan Ilna have been removed with a swift push by the 3 players from Team Banani. So that was very nice to go and see, as right now, this all economy, all those mechs and everything, will now belong to the Team Banani, and it is now on the Team's Nuggets to actually go and make some changes to the game, as they are right now very behind in the timings and the map control, as the opposing M27 Shun Aoshi is building up a massive army of T1 land units. We can see him producing more and more land factories. He's also grabbing the gun upgrade, meaning that this position is gonna be very hard to actually go and break through. On the other hand, it seems like Nuggets is gonna go and employ the Flapjacks, the T2 mobile missile launchers, to go and deal with the enemy M27 here. As we can see, there is also some triads being built here by his ACU or something. As we can see, it actually dealing a massive damage towards the opposing ACU, dropping to 7000 HP, as he is just getting ravaged by all kinds of weaponry from the opposing team, as Nuggets is most likely gonna go and snipe him. I have no clue why is he not moving at all, but this M27 is about to go and explode! Kaboom, baby! Second M27 have been removed. And now with both green players out of the game, there is nothing to go and stop the players from taking the control over these positions. And let's see what's the game plan here. It seems like Banani have his own idea of dealing with the M27 on this plateau, and he will deal with it by proxy building, or should I say cliff building, T1 and T2 PDs on the other side. As you can see, the T1 DM1 plasma cannons are opening the fire versus the enemy T2 mechs and buildings, meaning that the Kone M27 AI is most likely gonna be out of the game in the next few moments. Other than that, we have Chap and Blinchik now making the push versus the last pink player here on the left side, who is now trying to go and gather all his forces in a single square meter, which is not gonna go and work out quite as the... Okay, never mind, he was just baiting the enemy team inside, as now here comes the counter push from the M27, T1 bombers, TAMs and other units, trying to go and encircle the ACUs belonging to both Chap and Blinchik. Shun Aoshi also gonna go on the fire with his own gun upgraded ACU, as it seems like Chap and Blinchik will have to go and reconsider their life choices, as they're both below half HP right now, as we can see. And with the T1 bombers also dealing massive damage, the ACU belonging to Blinchik gonna drop below 4000 HP, as he is going lower and lower. The Parashields, the Asylums, are gonna go and buy some more time for the ACUs to go and stay alive, but they have to go and keep on running away, as the Pink Nightmares are not stopping. We can see them trying to go and work their way towards the enemy ACUs. Oh no, Blinchik, don't go in, keep on running away. A single control, a single block from the enemy T1 units can cost you your life. Only 4000 HP remaining because there was a veterancy upgrade for this ACU. Chap also dropping lower and lower. A single more overcharge and he will grab a few more 1000 HP due to the veterancy upgrade. But the problem is, can Blinchik actually make it towards the water, to the port or not? His ACU only 3000 HP remaining. He is dropping lower and lower as the DPS from the Shun Aoshi is proving fatal. 2000 HP, bomb from the bomber gonna connect. 1000 HP, 1500, 100, and okay, he will, I meant 1000, but yeah, 700 HP remaining, and he will actually stay alive. Oh boy, that was close one. That was definitely very, very close. At the same time, it seems like the T2 transport is gonna go on early through Nishko ACU to this position here, where he can now actually go and take control over the remnants of the base of Kone M27 AI. Also, something I didn't notice earlier is that it seems like there are actually a T2 power generators hidden inside these small ponds. So yes, it seems like these P-gens from both bottom and top side, what was actually powering all of those T2 shields that we could see before. Although there are no more asylums on the field, it seems, as all of them have been either killed or reclaimed by the players. It seems like the flapjacks used to go and snipe the M27 by Nuggets are now gonna be used to go and lay waste to the enemy expansion slot here on this little hill. At the same time, it seems like the trio of the brothers, Mr. Lime, Svatoslav and Skrat, are here to go and now push a lonely ACU belonging to Delhi, who will actually manage to go and grab the stealth upgrade on his ACU, but even though with the stealth and gun upgrade, it seems like he will be no threat to the opposing forces, as his opponents are bringing 3 ACUs to the same fight. So yes, it seems like Delhi will have to go and start building T1 PDs and other units to go and protect the mid lane, as otherwise he will go and lose it. Svato taking a lot of damage here, 8000 remaining. And with the T1 PDs being built one after another, it seems like he will be forced to actually go and keep the distance for a little while longer. A beautiful overcharge gonna go and kill one of the PDs. Now the T1 autogun have been finished, and as such, Skrat gonna go and have to overcharge the walls and the PD, as otherwise he will risk taking a lot of damage. The walls are gone and the PD will go and fall down in the next 2 shots. As it seems like the trio from Team Banani is making really good work in here. There is also a T1 drop from Svatoslav coming here to this expansion belonging to Chap. Will it land? No, it will not. Thank God for the anti-air defenses actually employed by Mr. Chap, as he is really doing quite well protecting his forces. At the same time, the M27, the team guy Shun Aoshi, is actually launching a counter-attack versus our players, as both Blinchik and Delhi are unable to go and stop the onslaught of the enemy units. Blinchik gonna go on open fire. He also have the Regen Aura available, meaning he also have some additional regeneration for his ACU, and more importantly, his units, as now his units gonna regen 15 HP per second and also have a good few hundred HP more. A T2 flag gonna go and shot down enemy T1 bombers, so the Shun Aoshi can no longer employ the T1 bombers as snipe machines, as it seems like he might have actually pushed too far and too deep. As you can see, Blinchik, together with his Ilshavoks, the T2 assault bots, are pushing him back. At the same time, Delhi's ACU have been joined by Nuggets, who also is sporting the gun upgrade, and a bunch of hoplites from the man himself, so it seems like Svatoslav might be actually the dead man walking. Only 2000 HP remaining. Overcharge gonna get fired versus Delhi, 1500 HP remaining. 1000 as Skrat is gonna go in front of this Svatoslav ACU to go and take the shots for him. At the same time, it seems like both Limes and Skrat still don't have the gun upgrades available on their ACUs, meaning that even though it's a 2v2, Nuggets and Delhi still have the double DPS and range available. So yes, it's gonna be very hard to go and stop them. Thankfully, it seems like the Team Banani is gonna employ some Mungus and Pillars as a support versus enemy ACUs, so yeah, they should be fine here for a little while longer, that is as long as they can properly micro their units. Yep, a single overcharge gonna go and kill the mismicroed Mungus, as Nuggets scores the kill. On the bottom part, it seems like Blinchik had enough. He is here and seething with rage as his alien ACU is marching forward towards the enemy units, as the pink squares are getting eradicated, one after another. As you can see here, the man is just not stopping. He is gaining meter after meter of map control, as the Ilshavox and his ACU are proving too much for the enemy Shun Eoshi to actually go and deal with that. And it seems like the team Banani is also go and build a lot of walls here, as we can see. Wall line upon wall line to go and make sure that the enemy units cannot go and cross through the mid lane. And that is something I really do agree with, as this will make the pathfinding a real nightmare for the opposing team, meaning that Nuggets will either have to go and kill these walls by using engineers to reclaim them, or by just actually ground firing them, or else he will be just forced to push through one of those positions here. Meaning it is gonna be much easier for the team Banani to defend. We're gonna have the first airfight happening as we have the ASF from Limes going after the wrestlers belonging to Chap. Unfortunately, there was not enough anti-air units available here, so all of the wrestlers are gonna go and fall down, as the ASF are gonna barely take any damage here, as the flak missiles are just too slow to go and connect with the fast-flying ASF ships. Or should I say, planes. Other than that, let's see what is the stage of the game. We have only a single T3 air factory for the bottom team, for Chad. Meanwhile, the top side, it seems like, yep, it is the same song. But it seems like the difference between the players is that Chap still controls this expansion slot here, as we can see. 3 T2 maxes ringed with the mass storage, compared to, well, a single T1 max. Okay, make it 2 maxes. 2 T1 maxes here, yep, so yeah. It seems like Limes might be actually controlling the skies for now, but the problem is, he doesn't have the economy to actually play the long game for now. So, given enough time, it seems like Chap may actually go and, well, take control from Limes, but first he will have to expand his build power, as that's exactly what he is doing. And he is also echoing quite nicely. Another T3 max is about to get built, 60% done, so yes. It seems like the mass discrepancy is gonna even grow larger and larger, as for now Chap is firmly ahead by 41 mass per second, so yep, that's actually quite decent chunk of mass. That's basically like what? As one more ASF every 10 seconds or so, so yes. That will actually grow bigger and bigger. Blindchick once again having to fall back. Chap also gonna go and grab the range upgrade on his own ACU, as for now he only had the sensor upgrade available. And I guess that's a really good choice here, as we can see. The vision is really gonna be important, as they have no radar coverage available here apart from a few T1 scout planes flying over the enemy base from time to time. And yes, it seems like here comes the engineers to reclaim the walls. The walls wars have begun. But it seems like Scrat is not gonna give up his walls so easily. We also have a beautiful scouting run coming here from Nuggets to go and try to see what exactly are their opponents building here. Although with the wrestlers being available here, all of them are gonna get shot down. A fire base have been erected by Nuggets, as it seems like he is not planning to make any kind of pushes versus the Svatosław in the top right corner, as he is just gonna be happy splitting the map around this position here, as they are going for the half-half here. That's gonna be the split for the map, and with the mid lane being controlled here for Nuggets, yep. That's the split so far. But the thing is, the M27 have been dispatched by Banani team already, so yes, they control all of these forces here. All these max points are theirs, meaning that they actually have a really healthy mass advantage here, as we can see, already 100 mass more per second for them compared to their opponents. That is the Team Nuggets still struggling versus the opposing M27 in the left corner of the map. Although he is slowly but surely dying, but the problem is, the longer he stays alive in this position, the longer is gonna the Team Nuggets suffer. We also have Spearheads actually joining the fight, as Scrat is gonna go and field them to go and kill this firebase belonging to Nuggets, who is sneakily building a bunch of TML missiles in his tactical missile launchers. Oh, pardon me for that. Not sure which button I pressed to have the console pop up, but yeah. I really do wonder what is gonna be the usage, and okay, it seems like Banani just spotted the TML missiles, the TML battery, so the question is, can Nuggets still make proper use of it or not? Other than that, it seems like Chap have actually acquired a heavy shield on his ACU, as he's gonna go and walk forward to go and kill the enemy TTPD, and now, together with Blinchik and their big army of the hoplites and other units, they should be actually capable of breaking the base belonging to M27 in this part of the map. Okay, the TML missiles have been launched and their target is the opposing Spearheads. So quite fun to see that the tactical missile launchers are being used to go and kill the mobile missile launchers. I guess that's kind of poetic in here. And here comes the Strat Bomber. It seems like Lime's being fully aware that he does indeed have the air control, so he will employ the Shocker T3 strategic bomber to go and clear out this base here, as a single bomb is gonna go and raise all the build power and all the TML missile launchers here for Nuggets in the mid lane. Other than that, let's go back to the bottom, where the Team Nuggets is making some, well, slow but steady progress in killing the M27 and the remaining bases of it. As we can see, the buildings, factories and pigeons dying one after another as they explode under the heavy gunfire from Blinchik's ACU and also from Deli's army, as he brought in a bunch of Vipers which are, well, lobbing one missile salvo after another to go and basically wreck and destroy the buildings belonging to the alien Seraphims. Explosions happening all around, as the base is soon gonna be no more, and the M27, recognizing the threat of this enemy army, he is gonna go and start running away. The base be damned, we have to go and save the ACU, that's the play in here. As the base, big half of it, is already erased, and now the restorers from Chap are gonna go and actually kill him. So soon enough, this little guy is gonna be no more. There is nowhere else to run. We are at the corner of the map. He might have some AA available, but unfortunately the AA is not gonna be enough, as Shun Aoshi is about to explode. Kaboom! And with this, all the M27 players have been erased, meaning that now the map is properly split half to half. So we will see if the Team Nuggets can actually go and recover their position or not. Because when we look at the scoreboard, it seems like the Team Banani is running away with the game. They have been chilling in their bases, building factories, building economy, setting up mexes and other stuff. After all the TPT mexes are complete. So now it is time to start building the Fat Boys to go and actually make the air grid bigger. Yep, they have been booming and enjoying their free time off. So I really do wonder, how is Team Nuggets planning to go and bring back the game? A good start would be to actually go and take control over all the mass points on this corner and get the T3 mexes up and running ASAP, as otherwise this game might just run away from them. But for now it seems like, yep, we're gonna enjoy a little bit of slower pace here. That is, unless the Continentals are gonna do something funky with their unit drops. What is the plan here? Okay, the Percivals are gonna get dropped in front of the enemy units, as Banani is basically trying to go and shoo away the enemy T3 artillery, as the Sultanus mobile heavy artillery have been being quite a pain in the airs for Mr. Banani, as we can see. The T3 mechs and the fire base protecting it are kinda, well, no more, as we can see from the wreckage here. Restorers are gonna get deployed to go and kill the enemy Percivals, but it seems like Banani is digging in, as he was not only building the T2 PDs, but also he's building flares, the T3 SAM emplacements, to go and make sure that no units are gonna go and cross through these positions here, as the team Banani is just basically digging in. And after they dig in, I can only assume, okay, it seems like there's gonna be a T2 drop, which will drop a brick here, a brick that will just go and look at all the destroyed buildings here. There is nothing but smoldering wreckage left here on this expansion, as the team Banani never went to go and recover it. Never mind. Here was the plan to go and grab it back, but unfortunately, the brick is there, meaning that the T3 engine drop will have to go and wait a few more seconds before they can actually get dropped here. After all, dropping your engineer straight on the enemy brick is not gonna work out. Okay, it seems like the enemy Etota have been spotted by Team Nuggets, so they are now fully aware that there is a looming threat coming to the right flank. Although it seems like the Team Nuggets is employing a bunch of Percivals and bricks to go and stop them. Not enough yet, but after a minute or two, there is gonna be enough units to go and stop the enemy push from actually happening. We are also gonna have a fat boy, slowly but surely, rolling through the mid lane, as we can see him crossing the distance, as he's making his way across the mid lane, with the target being most likely this position here as well, encircled not only by me but also by Svatosław. As we can see, the hill is not that big and the ravine is nowhere big enough to go and stop the enemy fatboy from just parking here and destroying all the buildings in this expansion. So yes. Oh my goodness, there is a Novak satellite employed by Banani. It seems like they're gonna have so much mass available that he actually built a Novax, and now he is starting to go and build Stonager, the T3 nuclear missile launcher. So yes, it seems like the Team Nuggets will have to go and start building SMD and also a bunch of shields across the whole map, as otherwise all unshielded mexes are gonna go and fall down victim to the enemy defense satellite, which have already killed 2 T2 mexes, and now the T3 mex is gonna be the next target. One more beam and the mex is gonna be no more. Okay, it seems like there have been a change of targets, as the Novak satellite missile is gonna be employed as a scouting tool to go and see if they can actually spot some other priority targets, or maybe just go and kill the air grid if it's not shielded. But it seems the shields are gonna be built on time and the pigeons are gonna be shielded, so yes, it will not work out. We're gonna have an airfight happening as the ASF and restorers from CHAP are gonna go and intermingle in a heavy airfight over the skies of the base belonging to Banani. The red triangles are falling one after another, as the air control is gonna be firmly in the hands of the Team CHAP. And now it seems like the plan is to go and kill the enemy Novak satellite, as the Novak center is under fire, but unfortunately the SAM and flag emplacements belonging to Lunishko are gonna go and clear out all of the enemy units, as the restorers are no more. But here comes the Vipers from Derry, lobbing one missile after another to go and kill the Novak's center here on the top side. The shield is back online once again. The Novaks dropping lower and lower, but it seems like it will actually still stay alive, as there is just enough TMDs and shield to go and protect it from the enemy Vipers. Vipers, which are gonna be no more as enemy Fatboys, just managed to go and kill all of them off. And now it is now gonna go and retreat, firing away with all its guns, with its Gatling guns, its main cannons and everything. As the army belonging to Delhi is gonna go and fall down at the same time. It seems like there is a big megalith also making its own way across the field to go and push versus the base belonging to Lunishko. But the problem is, can it actually get in range of the enemy Fatboy on time? Just as we say that, there is also a push happening on the right flank. As Team Banani is not only defending, he is also gonna go and make a push on the right flank versus the forces belonging to Nuggets, as the last line of defense is gonna be somewhere around here. But let's go back to the push on the left side. We have the little guys still making their way as the megalith is trying to go and get in range of the enemy Fatboy. It managed to get there, but the Fatboy is still running away. At the same time, there is Rambo Boys joining the fight. It seems like the target have been switched to the enemy Novak Satellite Center, as the megalith should be able to go and destroy it, and yes, the Novak Center have been killed. But at the same time, it seems like the price is actually gonna be paid with the life of the megalith, a megalith which is gonna go and kill a few more of the enemy T3 pigeons. But still, I am not sure if this was enough to go and pay for itself, as the megalith is gonna go and kneel down and fall down in an explosion, as the experimental unit is no more. So yes, it seems like this have been a hefty mass donation at the same time. 60,000 reclaim available to Team Banani. And the problem is the Team Nuggets aware of the enemy SMD? Yes, it is. The SML is available and spotted. A nuclear warhead is slowly but surely loading in. Is Lunichko stalling? No, he is not stalling. So in the next 4 minutes he should have the missile ready to launch. But yeah, the problem is that now with the megalith actually being dead, there is nothing to go and protect the left side of the map from the counter-push from Team Banani. And especially as the second Fatboy is also about to get finished. Third one halfway done, and more Etotas are being built en masse by Lunishko and Svatosław. So yes, it seems like we have entered the experimental stage of the warfare here. Even more so, as we have an emissary, the T3 artillery being built by Limes, who is now recognizing the fact that ASF and other units are no longer gonna be necessary in this game. And as such, it's time to repurpose the air grid as a power generator grid for the T3 artillery, which is now in the next few minutes gonna go and start dealing out damage to the opposing forces, as the bases belonging to Team Nuggets will have to be shielded en masse, as otherwise emissary will be easily able to go and break through them. Okay, another megalith have been finished. There is also the Monkey Lords and other units being deployed by the Team Nuggets, although I would love to see them actually be used together, as the megalith can have a lot of trouble dealing with the smaller units like the T2 or T3, so Monkey Lord would be a perfect way to go and support it. ACU belonging to Delhi coming under fire from enemy Fatboy, dropping now to 8000 HP, 600 HP, as he is dropping lower and lower. He doesn't... No, wait, he does have the stealth available, so is he stalling energy or something? No, he is not. I guess his opponents simply have the Omni in... Yep, the Omni must be somewhere really close. Let's see, Lunishko. Limes, yes, the Omni range. He is still inside the Omni range, which is why he's actually most likely gonna go and die. And another ACU have been sniped. Okay, never mind, it wasn't sniped. It seems like Blinchik have been forced to go and leave the game due to some connection problems, as Delhi is somehow gonna go and sneak away just outside the enemy range. Let's see, Limes. It was, yes, it was Limes. No, never mind. The ACU is still in range of the Omni. So it seems it's just the Megalith and the Monkey Lord, which are gonna go and push back the enemy forces, meaning this is why Delhi can stay alive for a little while longer in here. No, wait, what was that? That was actually a tactical missile. I think, yes, that was a Billy Nuke coming from Lunishko, or maybe Skrat, who launched that one. And also, as we can see, the TV artillery have been finished, as the emissary is opening the fire versus enemy units. Yep, they are definitely using Telebili somewhere. Yes, here is the AC from Lunishko, using the Billy Nuke to actually go and, well, make the caster think that someone just died here, but no, it was just a god damn it. Not Telebili, but a Billy missile, which have killed all of the stuff here. It seems like the second one is not gonna connect, as there was 2 TMDs available here. And what is gonna be the play here for the Megalith and the Monkey Lord? It seems like they're gonna go and deal with the T3 Maxes belonging to Banani here. But yeah, the shields are gone, and the shell is flying from the emissary. Is it gonna go and connect with the pigeons or not? That is the big question. And okay, it just barely missed out on killing this T3 power generator. As otherwise, if it got hit, it would have exploded and most likely taken the wall. Okay, it seems, yep, like I said, half the grid is gone, as the chain reaction is killing it. Also, we have this nuclear missile being launched by the opponents, as we will see if it can connect or not. There is SMD ready with a single missile ready, so this nuclear warhead is most likely not gonna go and connect with the target. Oh no, it seems like the Monkey Lord and also the other unit are gonna go and die, as the Megalith is now gonna be the second one to go and come under 5 on 3. No, there's only 2 enemy Fat Boys. And also, the Rambo Boys also coming in rage and basically running circles around the enemy Megalith, as the Megalith is gonna be no more. As such, this is gonna be a sad muzzle nation for the cause of Team Banani. So most likely, Team Nuggets gonna have a very hard time winning this game, as yep, GGs are coming out, as the Team Nuggets is gonna go and recall from this battle. Meaning that they are forced to go and drop down to the losers bracket, while the Team Banani can keep on going in the winners bracket. GG, well played, and honestly, with 4 Etotas coming their way, Fat Boys killing the Megalith and the Monkey Lord in the mid lane, it seems like, yep, there wasn't really that much they could have done, even more so, as the third Fat Boy was about to go and, well, kill this wall expansion here, meaning now there was basically more or less no way for them to go and win this game back. Unfortunate, but sometimes it just happens. So GG, well played to Team Banani, and see them in the next series.